Okay, welcome to my class. This is Geoffrey, your teacher, trainer, and I want to take you through data communication. And being our first lesson, please, we want to start from the basics. And with me, I have to share my screen with you people. I hope you're getting are you seeing my screen?
Yes, you can see it, sir.
Okay, okay. Basically, when we deal with data communication, it's actually the transfer of the information from one point to another, okay? Now, maybe I can just request Paddy if he can see my screen to read us the first slide and as we go ahead.
Yes, I can see your screen.
Yes, read for
The
us.
screen reads data communications. When we communicate, we are sharing information. This can be local or remote.
Please
Between
mute yourself.
individuals, local communication usually occurs face to face, while remote communication takes place over distance. The term telecommunication, which includes telephone, telegraph, and television, means communication at distance. Tele is Greek for far. This one, this word data refers to information presented in whatever form is agreed upon by the parties creating and using the data.
Yes, thank you, Paddy, for your time. We've seen that from our screen, the first slide, we are saying that data communication arrived from the Greek word, which means far, okay? And when we continue ahead, we saw that the word data refers to information presented in whatever form. And as we continue, we're going to see how data is being presented, okay? Now, data communications are the exchange of data between two devices via some form of transmission media such as wire cable. Wire cable is a form of transmission, it's a form of a transmission media where data can be transferred to different parts. Now, the effectiveness of data communication system depends on the fundamentals like we have the delivery, we have the accuracy, we have the timelines, and also we have the jitter. And when we continue ahead, we're going to see now the data presentation or the representation. And we say that data can be represented in different formats, such as we can represent data in terms of text, in terms of numbers, in terms of images, audio, and video text. Allow me to call Geoffrey to read for us the next slide, which consists of the data representation.
Thank you.
Yes.
This is information today comes in different forms, that is text, numbers, images.
Yes.
I was saying,
Yes.
about data representation, about information today comes in different forms, that is text, numbers, images, audio, and video. You can see, as you have arranged details about all I have mentioned, starting from text, you can see a process in data communication, text is represented as a pattern, sequence, or repeat. Without a process or is. Different sets to fit patterns have been designed to represent a text symbol. This set is called a code, and the process of representing symbols is called coding. The next part is called numbers, and these numbers, numbers are also represented by fit patterns.
However, a code set at C, which is ASCII, is not used with the same number. The number is directly converted to a binary number to simplify mathematical operation. The next thing about data representation is images. These two images are also represented by bit patterns. In its simplest form, an image is composed of a matrix with pictures elements, where each picture is mounted in size of 60, the size of the 60 depends on the resolution. For example, the image can be divided into 1,000 pixels or 1,000 pixels.
Yes, thank you, Geoffrey. Now, maybe just to elaborate on what Geoffrey has said, we say that in text, data can be represented in terms of a bit pattern, either zeros or ones, okay? Different patterns, different sets of bit patterns have been designed to represent a text symbol. We just represent basically the data representation in terms of zeros and ones. Now, when we go to numbers, we say that data can be represented in terms of bit numbers or bit patterns. And I've just quoted a code, that is the ASCII code, which does not represent data in terms of numbers. But a number can be directly converted to a binary number to simplify the mathematical operation. Under images, we say that data can be represented by bit patterns, and it's always a simplest form in which an image can be represented in terms of pixels. Either you can represent an image maybe in a format of 1,000 pixels or even 10,000, and any other capacity of the representation of the data, okay? To the next slide, we also continue with the data representation where we have audio and video. We say that audio refers to the recording or broadcasting of sound or music. Audio is by nature different from text, numbers, or images, and it's continuous and it's not discrete. When we go to video, we say that videos refers to the recordings or broadcasting of a picture or a movie. It can be produced by a continuous entity, that is, maybe by a TV, camera, and some sort. And it can also be a combination of images, and the image can be a discrete entity arranged to convey the idea of motion. Now, to our next slide, I hope you guys, you see my screen, what's drawn over there. Paddy, can you see?
Yes, I can see what is true.
Yes. What about Geoffrey? Can you see? Yeah. Paddy, can you tell us what you see from your screen?
Yes, from my screen, I can see data flow, which is communication between two devices, and the simplex, a half duplex, or a full duplex, as shown in the diagram below. Here in the diagram, we have main frame, which shows the direction of data, then ETA and monitor. And then we have simplex, which has two stations, direction of data at a time, and at a time 1, and direction of data at time 2. And also we have a full duplex, which has stations and direction of data all the time.
Yes, maybe just to elaborate on what Paddy has said, we say that data communication or data flow always happens either between two devices or more. And from our diagram, we can see the representation. For example, our diagram A that is presented by simplex, we say that data can be transferred from one point to another. And the first point we said is a mainframe where the data or the communication originates from, and it goes all the way to the monitor. That is the one-way direction. We call it simplex. When you go to the second figure, we say it is half duplex. Half duplex means data can be transferred to one direction only at a time, and the second direction also only at a time. That means it only goes one way at a time and back. Okay. When we see the last one, the last figure, we say it's a full duplex, which means data can flow in all direction at all time. Okay. Now let's go to the next slide, where we now discuss our figures. We say that in the simplex, the communication is unidirectional, that is in one way. Only one of the two devices on a link can transmit, the other one only receives. And we say that an example of a simplex mode, we said it's actually the input from the monitor or the keyboard, which only goes one way. Okay. When we go to the half duplex, we say that half duplex, each station can both transmit and receive, but not at the same time. When one device is sending, the other can only receive, and vice versa. Half duplex mode is like a one-lane road with traffic allowed in both directions. Okay. And when we say an example of a half duplex, we say it's a walkie-talkie. A walkie-talkie is basically, these are gadgets which only communicate in one way. For example, a citizen band radios are examples of half duplexes. And then when we go to the full duplex, we say that a full duplex, it's also called a duplex. Both stations can transmit and receive simultaneously. The full duplex mode is like a two-way street with traffic flowing in both directions at the same time. One common example of a full duplex communication is a telephone network. Okay. Yeah, when two people are communicating by a telephone line, both can talk and listen at the same time. Now, I don't know if any of you has a question maybe to clarify on, or you people, you have the right thing that I've just talked and taught you. Does anyone has a question maybe?
Yes.
Yes, ask. Yes.
Barriers that can affect data representation and data.
Yes, Geoffrey. We have many barriers as compared to data communication. And one of the barriers we can say is noise. Okay. Noise is a factor that can make loss of your communication. What you intend to share with someone, when noise is available, it can actually alter the exact thing that you're trying to pass across. Okay. Yeah. Paddy, do you have a question?
No, sir, I don't have a question, but I can see you have already posted an assignment. When will we most probably?
Yes. I'm just gonna share with you that assignment, and I was to talk a little bit before I tell you the assignment is. The assignment part of it is just actually the coverage of what we've learned, and when you look at the question 3, we have the criteria necessary for effective and efficient network. That is now means we have our next question as data networks. Okay. Just to introduce you people to our next lesson, that's why I intended to share that question 3 so that you can read ahead. Okay. Yeah. If you have no any other business or any other question to ask, please allow me to end my lesson. We'll meet next time. Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. See you later. Okay.